our idea of buying or renting houses.
So being in the housing specialist, I mostly deal with the residential projects.
Why design is more important than Vastu?
People are not actually following those design principles. This education came from the British side. So design is compromised when we are following Vastu.
What is the most stupidest thing that people do when they are trying to buy a house?
See walkthroughs and they will take you through the site and everything, and it will be very beautifully rendered images and all, and the builder's name is also there. So you feel like, and their selling scheme is also very nice and lucrative. So you end up booking that plot. But you have
Usually we also see a sample
house that will come later, or
Okay,
sometime like
definitely.
booking is so important, like you just book a plot now, otherwise the prices will go up. Bangalore we see is like the location advantage, connectivity, how accessible is this place to my workplace or my children's school, and what all facilities are there, and what is the price of this property
Correct.
now. And we take it, most of us take it as an investment purpose also.
Correct.
The simple knowledge about what you actually should be looking into
Correct.
these properties, you definitely get the vibe.
Site plan means what? Best कौन सा situation है मेरे लिए? This is the stupidest thing that people do when they're buying a house in a flat system. Hello everyone. Today I'm very excited because today I have got a very special expert with me who is going to talk to us about our idea of buying or renting houses. So I am with Preeta Ravishri, who is an architect and an urban planner with specialization is housing. So Preeta, tell me something about yourself.
Thank you, Gaurav, for calling me for this interview or talk. So I am Dr. Preeta Ravishri. I have more than 20 years of experience in the field of architecture and urban planning. My research is in the field of housing domain. So, in architecture and in urban planning field, what we see majorly, urban planning is mostly on a very spatial level. That is, you design the land divisions and land utilization, allocation of resources and the land parcels and everything. Architecture is building on those particular lands. So, being in the housing specialist, I may mostly deal with the residential projects, residential houses, which could be a low-rise houses or with the high-rise building and the houses.
Okay, so let
Typology.
me jump into my
Yeah.
first question. Okay.
Yeah.
My first question is like I'm a designer myself and a design educator. So tell me one thing, why design is more important than Vastu when somebody is planning to buy a house or rent a house? Because I think that design is more important, but since you are a specialist.
Yeah. So actually there is like if we see traditional Vastu Shastra, it is about science of building.
Correct.
So it is all about designing there also. But today it has taken a very different shape. People are not actually following those design principles. So it is about the way we, that soul of or the purpose of that design principles, how we adapt it or how we utilize it. Today, like if you see architecture, we started like, in this education came from the British side, right? That education, colonial education system is there, and we are following most of the theoretical concepts, that is like about very design principles, which is more of like, Western concept kind of a thing.
Correct.
We do learn about our own history, our own concept and our own. So it's a professional person, when they go into this principle, when they try to understand and they apply it, it is more technical and it is more feasible.
Correct.
But today the Vastu, what we talk about is totally everybody is practicing, and the way they are practicing is, I don't know, there are still Shastris and people who do follow those principles, and they have their own way of following the system.
Okay.
But it is many a time like when you go and buy a property and when they say it is a Vastu compliant building, we are not actually properly implementing or executing these principles into our design. So we see like, design is compromised when we are following Vastu, or the Vastu is getting compromised when we are trying to make a building very stylish or
Vastu compliant.
yeah, vastu compliant, or like something that suits the people or suit the economy or the finances, and we design as per it, because there are many things that needs to be understood and taken into consideration while designing a building. So it's not like vastu is separate from proper designing. So
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. So I think the first thing that got clarified for me as a design educator, you're saying that Vastu is basically design principles of a house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's just that maybe it has got misinterpreted over a
Correct.
period of time, and there are different schools of thought that has arisen out of it. And here also, if that Vastu is not based on design principle and it is applied to some house, maybe it's not going to give you
Going
that
with that
kind of
energy
benefit.
and everything benefits.
Okay.
So
So, according to you, what kind of things, like what is the most stupidest thing that people do when they are trying to buying a house?
yeah. So see, there are like two types of buildings that we buy generally. One
Correct.
is like, when a project is coming onto the market, some promoter will be promoting their building. So there is no building as such at
Correct.
this point of time. It's like they're selling their property. They will be now, because of all this technological advancement, you will see walkthroughs, and they will take you through the site and everything, and it will be very beautifully rendered images and all, and the builder's name is also there. So you feel like, and their selling scheme is also very nice and lucrative. So you end up booking that plot, but
Yeah,
you
and
have
usually we also see a sample house.
sample house that will come later, or
Okay,
sometime,
then,
like,
yeah.
booking is so important, like, you just book a plot now, otherwise the prices will go up.
Yeah.
And all these things are there, and you feel, okay, you see, the main thing that we at present in, like, especially in a metropolitan kind of, in cities like Delhi and Mumbai and what Bangalore, we see is like the location advantage, connectivity, how accessible is this place to my workplace or my children's school, and what all facilities are there, and what is the price of this property at
Correct.
now. And we take it, most of us take it as an investment purpose also.
Correct.
There are two types. One is the user group, like, end buyer, or you want to give it on rent, or you can sell it later on. Sometimes it is like, I'm the end user also, later on I might sell, because might be moving here somewhere else, and all these things will be there. The family grows up. So generally, what is it like we look for is what is the price of that property, and the salesman will be putting that pressure ki it's all getting sold, you will not get a good property. So we have not seen the building, we have not experienced the space. What we can, they are visually showing us, we go by that, and we book a plot, and we, or a flat, and then we wait for it. So there are a lot of things that is included in it, like low rise, mid rise, high rise, garden view, roadside view. So all these things have got different price brackets. So we try to, which comes in our bracket, affordability bracket, we try to book that plot, and we feel like, okay, ho gaya. And then the journey starts. Then you, so that is one kind of a buyer group. Second one is like, it's an existing building, and then you go there, and then you see whether it suits. Again, the budget comes into the picture, and you just see the location kaisa hai, rehna hai, ghar hai. And we are so much, like, Indians especially, attached to have own house.
Yeah.
So like, we can buy a house, and it is coming in our budget. So we don't look into other aspects, or we don't open up our senses. Actually, it is all about the awareness, or the simple knowledge about what you actually should be looking into.
Correct.
These properties. How do I get this? So when, if it is an existing property, you go to that house, you definitely get the vibe.
Got that.
Yeah, you feel it, how well it is, like, the things that you can notice in those houses is how well it is ventilated, how well the light is coming into your spaces. So you should not, hurry up in buying a property, and you should not get into all, the trap of, the salesman or the broker or anything. You should give that time to yourself and experience that space. And it's just like, just all your senses you need. Eyes is for visual thing, what is the views available here. Skin is for the feel, so how much like, humidity you're feeling, how much of heat you're feeling, how much of, wind is touching you, how much light is getting into the each of the rooms.
Correct. Correct.
And you have to experience the space at a different time. Morning, afternoon, evening, because then only, because you are not a technical person, right?
Correct.
You go with the vastu print. Here is what happens is like, okay, so kitchen should be in southeast or northwest direction, bedroom should be in the southwest direction, it should be the heavier thing, northeast should be for the puja or for open area it should be. And you are not seeing what is actually because if it is a olden times,
Correct.
it used to be an independent plot and independent house. Four sides is to be open,
Oh, yes.
and everything should be of the similar heights and all that thing. Now what is happening is you follow that principle कि यहाँ पे bedroom होना चाहिए, यहाँ पे study room होना चाहिए. This space is best for the kids and everything. But you are not seeing what is happening in your surrounding areas.
Oh, yes.
What is happening is maybe the nest building is there, it's blocking the sun, and then you are not getting any wind, there is no cross ventilation, windows are very small or it is not very openable. So all these things, kitchen duct is going into the corridor of the nest house, or anything could be there, right?
Correct.
So it is not like, you go inside the space, experience the space, and it will tell you the story. That your vibes will be awakened. But if you give that, your sensorial skill or feelings are taken into consideration, you don't get overexcited or anything, just calmly just experience the space, each space at different time, and you will get like, that vibe will come to you कि okay ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है. Surroundings में you walk around, don't discuss any of this money or other things, you experience it. You don't talk to anyone, because then it is like, you get marred with their opinions and everything. क्या दूसरे लोग अभी बोल रहे, first you experience, you observe, you listen, you're listening, मतलब क्या sound आपको सुनाई देता है balcony में खड़े होकर. Don't take it like very lightly also.
Got that.
And this is the best test you can do when you are buying for a property, when you don't have any architect with you or a vastu expert with you, because generally आप करते हो, देख लिया, बात कर ली, आपने प्राइस आपको ठीक लगा, अच्छा फिर मैं अपने वास्तु कंसल्टेंट को लेके आता हूँ. Before that itself you should analyze that space, whether it matches with all your requirement, how much of compromise adjustment you have to do, and write it all down, which will give you a much clarity. It's not just the price, it's like you have to live there.
Got that.
Spend so much of time there. So what is it your family structure all about?
Correct.
Your needs is totally different from the next person's need.
Yes.
पहले जब बनता था आपके personality के ऊपर और आपकी family, वास्तु is all about that. People and the building, what is the relationship between that? Now when you see building, when it's apartment, it is like a general thing. You are not differentiating whether you are from east or south or west, whoever is ready to pay the amount, and it is the same design, right? You don't see 10 different designs, okay, इनका culture ऐसा तो ऐसे बन जाए.
Correct.
So to get that thing, you have to experience the space, and you know your family, you know how you can design the whole thing, how that design is suiting you when you are not building your own houses.
Got that.
Right? Similarly, when you are going for the first example, when I was talking about builder is showing you a 3D,
Yes.
visually he is showing it, and it's not even there on the site. Now how do I
Yes, yeah.
जिसमें का अब feel हो गया ना,
How do I
मतलब
visualize?
visualize, because people like most of if you are not from the design field or anything, you can't read the layout plan or anything,
Yeah.
right? You need to experience तो easy रहता है, कलर देख लिया, स्पेस देख लिया, एरिया देख लिया, आपको पता चल रहा है छोटा कमरा है, बड़ा कमरा है. अगर आप एक 3D rendered images और वीडियो देखोगे तो you cannot make out, you feel like it is perfect, everything is fitting into it. Now what?
Yeah, now what?
How do we decide ki whether this will suit me or not? So in that case, what we have to do is, again, you have to either take an opinion of expert who can read the layout plans and everything.
okay.
If not like that, then you should see that overall the site planning and overall the layout plan and how it is oriented. Site plan is very important. Site plan is
Site plan means what?
site plan. There is land, and there will be certain buildings
Yeah.
placed together, and the open areas design as per that.
Okay.
So there are like different typologies of buildings, how it is placed to each other. It could be wall-like things, like there are 6 houses or the 4 houses, 8 clusters are there, and then either it is with the courtyard it will be built, or it is and certain other patterns. So various typologies are there, so we don't get into that technical aspect now. What we'll just see is like if you have buildings, then you should see whether it is a corner plot or whether it is a sandwich thing, how many sites are open in that particular layout. Site plan mein first you have to see what is the orientation of this building. So here you will see in that plan the north direction. So you should focus with where is the north in this whole layout mein,
Got that.
and then you should see how are these buildings oriented. So best orientation will be the north-south direction, because so your east side, south side, and the west side should be more open.
Okay.
So
east
south,
and west
east should be
open.
there, and south is also should be open, because so summer mein sun goes from east to, and it is like up. Winter mein it's little down. So east, south, and west ऐसे जाता है. So if the south में balcony है, so the light will penetrate into it. The rooms will kept warmer. So east light you will get in the morning, and west in the evening you will get, and both are into little lower level. So these lights penetrates into the house. So that way you understand. Okay, that light is coming into the building. Now you should see how many sites are available to you.
Okay.
आपके पास ईस्ट साइड है, साउथ साइड है, वेस्ट साइड है, आपका नॉर्थ साइड है. तो नॉर्थ साइड में तो लाइट आएगा नहीं, डिफ्यूज लाइटिंग ही आती है. तो अब वो ओरिएंटेशन कैसा है? सो इफ इट इज proper north south orientation, and there are like 4 apartments, one in north, one in south, east, and 2 in north and 2 in south. तो साउथ साइड का कॉर्नर में तो लाइट आ जाएगा दोनों में. एक में ईस्ट का आएगा, एक में साउथ आएगा, दूसरे में साउथ एंड वेस्ट का आ जाएगा. नॉर्थ में वेस्ट आएगा, बट नॉर्थ वाले साइड में ज्यादा लाइट नहीं आएगा. सो देन हाउ इज दिस होल.
तो बेस्ट क्या है, मतलब मुझे क्या बेस्ट कौन सा सिचुएशन है मेरे लिए? अगर 3 बिल्डिंग्स है जिसके अंदर आई हैव टू चूज अ फ्लैट, तो उसको मैं किस स्टोरी पे देखूं?
हाँ,
और कैसे उसको हिसाब लगाऊं?
हाँ. सो आपके बिल्डिंग के सामने क्या है,
ठीक है.
उस बिल्डिंग का शैडो आपके बिल्डिंग में पड़ता है
तो
कि
पहला कंसिडरेशन वो है कि कुछ भी कोई शैडो नहीं
पड़ेगा, बट किस लेवल के बाद आएगा. अब कई भी ऐसे रहता है ना, आपको यू आर सो वेरी रिच, देयर आर द विलास एंड एवरीथिंग, विला के बैक में ही अगर दूसरी बिल्डिंग आ गए.
yes, I have that in my locality. There are these villas, and then there are these big
somebody next building
so they never get the sunlight. Yeah.
So you have to see what is coming next to you or building, और so that is what the layout plan. कितना आपके बिल्डिंग और आपके साइट के बाद कितना ओपन है, वहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है.
Got that.
और in your site itself, what is the kind of building? If it is like adjacent to you, if it is little away from you, and each block में कितने apartments आ रहे हैं. If it is like a row of houses, then maybe the side will only get one side of sunlight. Middle ones are not getting any sunlight. And then if there is 2 buildings of same height, and थोड़ा सा अगर staggered भी होगा, the shadow of this whole building will fall on to morning east का जब sunlight आ रहा है, इसकी shadow will fall on to the next adjacent building.
Correct.
So this is not going to get any, though there is an opening, though there is a window. If there is another building, its shadow will fall on to a certain. So you can see the total height of this thing, and shadow is like 1/3 of from the height to this. So कितने फ्लोर तक इसका shadow पड़ेगा. तो उसके बाद वाला floor becomes more valid or viable to look into it.
Got that.
So it's not just like what is the view available. You should see what is the building next to you, क्योंकि दोनों का मतलब आप प्लान में से देखोगे तो सबको सेम व्यू ही मिल रहा है एंड सब आप बोलोगे कि ओके 2 साइड ओपन है, इट्स लाइक 3 साइड ओपन है, रिबन काइंड ऑफ अ बालकनी दिया गया है, ऑल दिस थिंग। बट अगर सामने एक दूसरी बिल्डिंग है एंड आपने लोअर फ्लोर लिया है तो वहां का शेडो आपके उसमें आ ही जाएगा। Higher the floor, it will be lesser the thing. So
Oh,
this
you're right. You're right, because in my colony also society, so the first floors are the most expensive. But if you see, none of the first floor get any sun ever, because there are all these buildings which are lined up, and they are all lined up towards east. So none of the first floor. It's only after the fifth floor you will see that some buildings are getting that sunlight.
So this is that analysis from external spaces. So that's why I said morning, afternoon, evening. You should visit, and if they are showing on, on a projector or a 3D image and all that, you should ask them for like give you that time lapse kind of a thing and the shadow analysis.
Shadow analysis, yes.
Even the thermal thing, how much of artificial lighting is required, how much of natural lighting is required. So generally what happened is all these fancy things like the corridor and all is like always no lights getting into those spaces.
Yes.
And it is artificially lit and or there will be air conditioning done in those spaces. So आप जब मेंटेनेंस में आते हो तो यहाँ पे आपका कॉस्ट बढ़ता है.
Correct.
अब सोसाइटी then will
You
suffer,
have to bear the cost, yes.
and then you might switch off the air conditioners because it's or the electricity. You will not be using all the light, and then enough lighting will not be there or enough ventilation will not be there. Suffocation will be in those spaces and everything will happen. Maintenance will not take place as that was there in the initial time.
Okay. So, Dr. Preeta, if you have to summarize now, summarize chapter 1 would be the stupidest thing people do when they're buying a house in a building, like a flat system. So, how can you summarize these are the stupidest thing that they do?
The most stupid thing is they are just go with the cost part. They just
Cost
see the
part.
past. They just want to, if it is affordable to them, they will go, and then they will get a pujari or the vasu shastri, and they will do, and then they will do some remedial things.
Okay.
If it is not vasu compliant,
So they
okay,
don't experience the house. Instead, experiencing the house, and they are just going to do remedial things. Later,
yeah, मतलब
which
they
is
will,
impossible, obviously.
yeah, because they can't change anything now.
Right.
तो ठीक है इसका remedy है.
Okay. And
Remedy is not there. It is like you should just see light आ रहा है, ventilation हो रहा है, cross ventilation हो रहा है, there is a wind coming in, going out
Correct.
of, air circulation हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, तो then you have to do it mechanically.
Correct. और चौथा है कि they get pressurized by the
salesperson कि मतलब this is the most this thing, they will show you some nice interior, the sample houses is so well done.
Okay.
You forget about your own constraint or your family की need क्या है.
Yeah.
No, you are just thinking about okay, this higher lifestyle is going to be achieved. I can have it like this way, that way, and then you also call a fancy interior designer and get the whole thing very well designed.
Okay.
You spend a lot of money, but it is not going to give you that happiness, because if the proper light nahi aa rahi penetrating into your house, either the morning light or the evening light, that quality of life you are going to compromise.
Okay, so this is the stupidest thing that people do when they're buying a house in a flat system.
Yeah.
And what is the stupidest thing people do when they are constructing a house?
Okay, so while constructing is, what I feel really sad or pity is when people think they can build their own house. They think they don't take professional help.
Okay.
Both the things. It is people think like, architects की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I know more of architecture or the interior designing because everybody has got their own ideas and we all do. India तो मतलब do it yourself kind of a people है. हम अपने needs के basis चीजें मोल्ड करते बनाते रहते हैं और अब हमें लगता है कि हम क्यों आर्किटेक्ट को इतना पैसे दें.
Correct.
And then we take some builder or some contractor or somebody and then give our whole it's a major investment control to somebody who is not even a professional, who is only experienced and who is doing certain house.
not the design part. They just know how to construct.
कंस्ट्रक्ट द हाउस
Okay.
एंड उसने बहुत सारे ऐसे घर बनाए होगा तो उसका एक्सपीरियंस होगा. अब वो सही एक्सपीरियंस है गलत है उसका टेक्निकल नॉलेज कितना है,
Correct.
जो मार्केट में जिसको चीपली बना सकते हैं या अच्छे से बना सकते हैं वो उस वे में जाते हैं.
Correct.
बहुत सारे दैट टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स
Yeah.
व्हिच एन आर्किटेक्ट हैज इज नॉट देयर विद दैट पर्सन.
And what do you think would be those technical aspects, if you can name few?
So some first thing is get the design from the architect, get
Correct.
the full BOQ from the architect. Once all the drawings are ready,
Yeah.
you get the permission, approval, the structural drawings, and uska pura BOQ bane ke, do the material research, the quotes from the architects or from the whoever is doing your quantity or the quality surveys. You need to get all the list of materials. क्या होता है कि हम एक कॉन्सेप्ट हम ले लेते हैं आर्किटेक्ट से या किसी से जब बोल देते कि हमारा ऐसा ड्रीम हाउस है. सो द आर्किटेक्ट्स के साथ आप इनिशियल ये रहते हैं, इनिशियल ड्राइंग्स मिल जाता है. आफ्टर दैट यू फील लाइक ओ माय आई कैन डू गेट इट डन, मेरा ये वाला तो सस्ते में कर देता है, आई नो दिस ओन पर्सन ही नोज, एंड देन विद दैट ड्राइंग यू ट्राई टू build the whole thing.
Okay.
And
to
then
to save cost.
or
Okay.
whatever be the
Okay.
reason, or like वो idea वो architect is very rigid, वो मेरा नहीं ले रहा है, because architect knows certain other aspects he is bringing into the picture, but most of the time we try to match the client's expectations.
Correct.
only. It goes beyond that, but people have got their own thing, and फिर वो cost and all these things. And even with architects का वही रहता है, once you make your agreement कंसोलिडेट, कब तक ये डिलीवरी होगा, एंड ऑल द ड्राइंग्स एंड एवरीथिंग के साथ यू शुड फाइनलाइज योर मेक द डील, मेक द एग्रीमेंट, एंड इट शुड बी लाइक बोथ शुड बी स्ट्रिक्टली अबाइडिंग दोस थिंग. आप उसके बाद चेंजेस नहीं कराओगे. बस पूरे ड्राइंग्स के बिना जब आप करते हो ओवर लाइक एक ड्राइंग जब आपका कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है तब आता है, उसके बाद आपने मटेरियल चेंज कर दिया, उसके बाद आपका आपका पूरा जो लोड कैलकुलेशन एवरीथिंग इज ऑन द स्ट्रक्चरल मेंबर्स एंड द स्ट्रक्चरल डिटेलिंग्स एंड एवरीथिंग. और आपको एक जब तक पता नहीं चलता द टाइम फ्रेम इन विच दिस इज गोइंग टू गेट कंप्लीटेड, इट विल टेक एजेस. समटाइम्स समथिंग हैपेंस एंड you should know what is the labor available with it, what is the materials available locally, and जो आप बाहर से ला रहे हो उसका कितना टाइम लगेगा, लाना है नहीं लाना. So this is all very informed decisions that one has to take, and that you can take only with the help of an architect.
Got that. So if I'm working with an architect, so what are the key questions I should ask or key concern I should have to even evaluate if this architect is good or bad? Can you give me some
So the
suggestion?
first thing is again you should be very open with the architect. What is your exactly your need, or what you want in this project? What is your aspiration with that? What is the budget?
Yeah.
And what is the time frame?
Yeah.
You should have very open discussion with the architect. एक clarity नहीं रहता, बोला हमें घर बनाना है, हमें बहुत लाविश बनाना है, मुझे ये भी चाहिए, होम थिएटर चाहिए, मुझे रिसोर्ट की तरह मेरे रूम्स होने चाहिए, मेरे बाथरूम शुड बी वेरी बिग, all these things, courtyard होना चाहिए, and other many things will be there, but what is actually feasible?
Correct.
And what is my budget?
Correct.
What is kind of a plot? What kind of a buildings will come up?
Got
What are the best? So there is one thing is very idealistic scenario, which is like our actual aspiration.
Correct.
One is like जो trend में चल रहा है वही बना दो. One is what is feasible.
Got it.
You need to get that balance.
Got that.
जो ऐसे बनता है ये टाइपोलॉजी के हम वो सैंपल दिखा देते हैं, हम ऐसे आप इसमें से चूज कर लो, हम बना देंगे. दूसरा होता है कि आपके पास इससे बढ़िया कुछ चाहिए, बट आपकी वो अफोर्डेबिलिटी नहीं रहती. तो आप शुरू करते हो कि आप मेरे को डिजाइन दे दीजिए, आप यू लेट मी नो, आई डोंट नो. Then architect will come with something, then he will realize, okay, it takes a long time. So in the initial first two discussion, try to get comfortable with the architect and do these discussions. What exactly you are looking for, what is feasible. Then the conceptual drawings, one or two drawings they will show you, so you will have an idea about whether there is match between the architect's thinking and your thinking.
Okay.
And once you have that, then you think you should go ahead with them, and because they will have the initial consultation fees and everything, they ask them to visit the site also.
Okay.
And generally they will do that, but you should also, like, not just use them to get that initial drawing, because it is just the initial ideas that they are trying to
Got that.
draft it and give it to you. And, like, for them also they want a client, so they are
Yeah.
promoting themselves. These initial discussions are very important, and sticking to those discussions, because then they have been able to visualize your whole design and the idea, so they can execute it.
Yeah.
But when you go, leave that person in middle and take up somebody else service, वो सारा कुछ फिर वो भी शुरुआत से करेगा, change करेगा, like, all these things
Got
keep
that.
happening. So it is better to stick to one, and to that one, like, first architects को select करना I will not recommend also.
Okay.
It is also about, how you gel. Like, if you go for you're not feeling well, the doctors also all will be the same qualified,
Correct,
right?
correct. But then you
फील सम डॉक्टर के पास जाओगे तो आपको लगता है कि आप जल्दी ठीक हो जाते हो है ना,
Got that.
किसी के साथ आपका रहता है, so it's a
Yeah.
long term association.
Got that. So, Dr. Preeta, tell me from your own experience, those houses who had very good Vastu, or according to whatever the Vastu experts are saying, that the Vastu is good, but the living experience was not good.
Yeah, there are many. Like, most of the houses or the apartments that you see today is facing that challenge.
Like?
So, like, for example, so I was in Hyderabad for, like, 2001 till 11. So
Yeah.
their Vastu is concept of following Vastu compliant buildings is very high.
Okay.
And they want seaside open, and everything is also very high. Now, what happened in one of the builder's name or
Yeah.
the apartment, because for the obvious reasons, but bedroom is placed on the southwest corner, and they place the window there. When that window opens to the next person, northeast side, so that southwest will be the northeast of another bedroom.
Okay.
So both the windows are opening to each other. Children's bedroom is northeast side. Southwest is the two different families are staying into these houses.
Okay.
Another example is southeast is a good corner for the kitchen.
Okay.
अब उसका जो burner और vent है,
Mm-hmm.
that is opening into a balcony.
Okay. Okay.
So the vent is pipe. If it doesn't open into the corridor,
Yeah.
then you have to take that bigger a tube
Yes.
to the proper open space. So
Okay.
it is like, people have to
Okay. Oh,
invest
you have
more.
to invest more and make the whole house.
Chimney
Yeah.
ka that vent, that
Okay.
pipe, if I take from the burner से gas stove के ऊपर chimney, then if it is direct outlet,
Yes.
it is a corridor.
Yes.
Then what you do, you take the pipe along the wall to the external
Okay.
wall. So
Okay.
here, that duct become longer.
Yeah, longer, yes, yeah.
Put more thing.
Yes.
Again, toilets, bathrooms.
Yes.
So you don't have if it is a tall building, there will be a shaft.
Yes.
So what happens is all the smells are trapped in that shaft.
Yes.
And then it will circulate into someone else's houses.
Yes.
So this we see, how we are stacking it, and where the toilets are placed, whether it is facing an external wall, it is easier for it to vent it out.
Okay.
But if it is on a, sometimes it comes as per the Vastu, you will place it in such a location
Yeah.
that it is just an opening kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It is nowhere it is it's just a duct kind of a thing.
Got that.
Vertical duct,
Huh.
and charo taraf it is only the toilets opening into this duct.
Okay.
So there is no in between vents to release the air, so that all the air will go up, and then that smell is going to get circulated. Same
Okay.
happens with the kitchens also.
Got that.
You have a bigger courtyard or a duct kind of a thing. If it is not adequately sized,
Yes.
the dimensions are smaller,
Yeah.
then that whole smell is going to spread into others' houses. Your kitchen ka
Oh.
vent is going into the corridors, and into these spaces.
Yes.
So you are just blindly following where it has to be placed. And what happen is, आपके पास जब एक site रहता है,
Yeah.
what does a builder do? He wants to have the maximum number of units.
Yeah.
Right, and so maximum profitability,
Correct.
maximum selling, maximum property, and then he put in the vastu concepts also.
Yeah.
So वो आप compromise करते हो the spatial designing, you know that कहाँ पे आप compromise कर सकते हो ना, ventilation होना चाहिए
Got it.
bathroom में. अब वो आप courtyards के सूख करो, external wall like you know opening के साथ करो. So how do we design it? Becomes
Okay.
very
From Vastu perspective is correct positioning.
Yeah, positioning is correct.
Okay, but according to the building and the design of the building, it is
It
not
doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Actually, I'm also staying in a similar flat where the flat says it's a east facing flat, but my flat is on the other side of the building. So the east facing side, I have a flat which is facing the east and it opens towards the south.
So
But the building, the side where the sun actually falls, I don't have that flat. I have the flat which is the other side.
other side.
So according to the Vastu guy, he came and he said, yeah, okay, this is right facing and all that. But we have never got any sunlight, morning sunlight, because our flat is not placed there.
There.
So I think that was also one way, we got fooled by a Vastu expert telling us all the thing, and then there is no sunlight in our house, and most of the time all my lights are on, and sometimes we have to add extra light so that we can actually see things properly. So that is again, according to Vastu, that was a great placement, but then according to the building, it was
Like
not.
I said, right, Vastu ke placements are correct, right?
Yeah.
And but then how many houses you are placing?
Yes.
You know, if you have 10 houses placed along each other in a row, and if it is built like 30 floors, 40 floors,
Correct.
Vastu concept is nothing but like proper lighting, ventilation, all these things is what Vastu is all about.
Got that.
Or all the 5 elements to be utilized, and their alignment and aligning it with the person who is living in that space.
Yeah.
पहले वैसे हुआ करता था ना. There used to be like, that is also scientifically studied and researched thing. But तब ये ऐसे multi-level and stacking and all this concept नहीं था. We should change, modify.
वो principles of apply नहीं हो सकते.
हाँ, अगर आप उसी condition में आप करोगे तो maybe it can apply.
Yes.
But now you don't. Like I said, when we talk about urban planning, it is a layout in which we cut the plots and give to people.
Yeah.
अब आपके पास plots you don't get also in a correct rectangular plot or things like that, and आपकी accessibility कौन से side से, तो आप building का placement is based on the plot size.
Got that.
You are not actually doing it into what Vastu says ki and everything. So, and then you try to micro level mein rooms are placed. So again, it is not very practically possible to apply all that principles into a thing.
Modern building, maybe.
So
Dr. Preeta, when I am seeing that a lot of youngsters are coming to cities now to study, and most of the time they're also renting houses. So what are the key advices you're going to give them to check out in the design of the flat or room that they are trying to? What are those key advices you want to give them?
See, whether on rent or whether you're owning the place is the same thing. You should see whether the light is natural lighting is there in your space, because most of youngsters coming into PG and everything, it will be 1 bedroom set or a studio apartment or a 1 bedroom set kind of a thing. So you need to see the same thing, whether there is a proper lighting coming into your spaces.
So that is one. Yes.
Yeah, and second is how much of the ventilation, what is the open spaces available, window placement, what kind of sound is coming, what is the neighborhood, what all. So the youngsters again want something, things to be close by, right? So the proximity matters a lot to them, because abhi college students say, the first job people have, they don't have like lavish thing and to spend so much on private mode of transport की मतलब aspiration होगा, but initially you want to save, so you need to have the what is the public transport system that is available to you, and what is the cost, what is the time it is taking, because youngsters generally don't want to waste time traveling here and there, so that accessibility. So generally what happen is जो सबके पास होता है, that will be very expensive.
Got that.
If everything is available, then the rentals will be very high.
Yeah.
So you try to take it somewhere far off places, little like, you know. So what is the major things that you need to consider? That is the question, right?
Correct.
कि मतलब सब कुछ हो तो it will be like, you know, very expensive, कि घर से निकले तो मार्केट भी है, restaurants we have, and then the metro link we have. So then obviously the cost of that rent will be high. So people try to take little bit away from everything, but then the thing that needs to be taken into consideration is how much time, what are the last mile connectivity.
So you're anyway paying. So if you go off far,
हाँ.
then you are paying in the commute, you're paying in the
So
time
उसका
that is
कितना
lost.
कहा, उसका costing is very
Indirect
important.
costing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is the indirect costing.
Indirect costing has to be calculated.
Got that.
Time, and so if it is more than you are the renter, there is no point.
There is no point. Yes, yes. That is very stupid. And people actually think that okay, towards the end of that colony, let's take something there, but eventually they spend like an
more
extra
than
1
if
hour.
And the cost also, like आपको कभी मतलब safety point.
Safety point also.
You know,
yes.
how much do you have to, that last mile connectivity becomes very important here.
Yes.
How much you have to walk, or how much you have to, which all modes you have to take. Sometimes there will be 3-4 commuting things that you have to take.
Oh yeah, first you have to take auto, and then into the metro, then rickshaw, then auto. Yeah, got that. I think this indirect costing is a very stupid thing that we have always
oversee. We see कि अच्छा ठीक है, ये तो यहाँ पे पास है, यहाँ पे तो बस स्टॉप है, यहाँ पे तो इतना दूर ये है, इसमें हमने इतना बचा लिया. बट अगर आप उसको ऐड करके देखो, उसमें कितना आप स्पेंड करते हो. So I'll give you a very nicer example of Gurgaon में. Now Gurgaon is quite developed now, but 10 years back or 5 years back, it is not so happening. There is this golf course road, and lot of DLF buildings are on that golf course road. So there it is like, you know, very difficult to get a maid or the drivers and everything.
Yeah.
So they stay certain other side of the golf course road, and like, you know, villages or smaller urban villages or the slums and all that. So to travel from there to this high-end colony is a real challenge.
Correct.
You don't get any mode of transport or anything, but people do come because the salary income they get by the maid. I'm just taking a maid's example. One maid who will get near to if they are staying in Chhatarpur, and the residential colony there will be far lesser if they come to somewhere like, you know, DLF colony, like if we say Summit or Park Place or Icon and all these places. It's all with expats and everyone.
Got that.
So they gives you like, you know, if here you get something around like Jhadu Pocha ka 5,000, 6,000 is the rate. In other side of area, maybe 2,000, 3,000 is what they're getting it. So they will prefer to come. So maybe they will share an auto, they will walk, and that hardship they
will manage. Yes.
So, but here, so generally we equate it with like, you know, if I have to travel far, I will not come from, you know. So this is a very contradicting thing, because यहाँ पे अभी भी उतना अच्छा strong accessibility नहीं है. बहुतों के husbands auto driver या car drivers होते हैं, so they will drop and evening they will all go together. There will be other shuttle systems. अभी तो बस वगैरह भी आ गए, पहले वो नहीं था.
Got that.
They will get up and walk. They will take a shared auto. They will come to certain place. Then they will change. But they are ready to do that because they know the salary that they are getting is far more than what they can earn there. Even if they calculate their this transport cost, still they are earning better.
They are earning better. Yeah.
So that is what I was trying to say, that balance need to achieve. You need to calculate आपका time कितना जा रहा है, आपका expense कितना हो रहा है travel में,
Got that.
and आपके घर का cost कितना है. So if it is more, then you go closer to that where you reach out like midway kind of a thing. So
You
that
save energy, you save
Ha.
so much, and you can actually be engaged with.
if I have to travel 2 hours,
Yeah.
why would I? Then I don't have time for myself or anything, and
Correct.
then I won't be coming to my home only.
Correct.
Youngsters will be like parking somewhere.
हाँ.
Traffic
Yeah.
कम हो जाएगा
Yes,
तब
yes.
मैं आ जाओ.
Correct.
So a lot of things, and that impact your
Overall
quality
efficacy.
effect, yeah, health and everything get affected.
Okay, so Dr. Preeta, tell me, do you have any special advices for the girls who are coming from different cities to study or work? What kind of advices you will want to give them when they are trying to look out for a rented apartment? What kind of things in the design of the apartment? And what are the other things that can help them in
See,
feeling
for
secure?
yeah, girls' major concern is about their parents. It is about their safety and
Yes.
security. How do you feel safe, and how does the area gives that vibe. So so major thing is again like you need to see whether the streets are well lit and what is the connectivity, what are the mode of transport that is available to you, and what kind of an housing society you are looking to live into. So it's the same thing, everybody requires a safety security. Girls ko thoda aur ye rehta hai ki that fear needs to be little less, because people are like you cannot compromise on your freedom to move at night time or anything. Now how do we deal with that, right? And you should not be like ये कपड़े नहीं डालने होते, वो नहीं होता है. So if you are in a cosmopolitan city, you do tend to have you are like a free person. You want to
And different
be
locations.
independent, and different locations and everything. You can't restrict them.
Got
If now we are talking about inclusiveness and we are talking about equity and all these things,
So, from a perspective,
designs.
let's say my sister comes in and she has walked into a building. So, what are the things you would advise her that this is how you should check out that building or design, maybe the other room? So,
Same thing now, what is happening in that, what are the kind of like I said ki light aa raha hai, ventilate ho raha hai. Other than that, what can you see from your window, what is in your surrounding areas?
Yeah.
So how much it is opening up, whether there is like properly secured doors and grills, whether there are some cameras, and cameras is how well it is placed. Is it on the corridors or it is in the entrance side, or is it how it is placed also matters to you, whether it is functional or not functional, and whether the whole area is well lit. When you are walking, what is the duration mein, what all kind of in the gap between each of that lights.
okay.
ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ ऐसे dark spots आ जाए.
Okay.
So sometimes what happens is lights are there, but there will be trees also which is covering up. So you need to be visually aware about. Now that like in an urban planning we are talking about women's safety, old people, cities for old people, inclusive design, cities for children and everything. We are bringing in those concepts. So how much of streetscaping is done? Vibrancy in the streets makes a lot of difference. Who are using the streets, dead streets hai, alive streets hai.
Yeah.
So alive रहता तो you are more free, people walking around, shops are there. You feel more comfortable in such an environment. When you enter the house also, what sort of neighbors are living, how many apartments are there. It should not be like a back alley kind of a thing. There are certain houses which corridor is well lit and sufficiently distance is there.
Okay.
So the house is not directly opening into the another house opening.
Okay.
And if it is little recessed, or that, so that आप अपना door खोल रहे हो तो आपकी कोई privacy ना जा रही हो और अच्छा खासा width होगा तो then it is okay. So how it is all that rooms are aligned, rooms open into what. So what I was talking about previously, the same things, principles apply to everyone. So
Yeah, so I have got one of my students, she complained that her house, the room that she rented was inside a very small alley, small gully. So obviously the Uber doesn't come there. So in the evening, or let's say in the late night, the Uber drops her almost 200 meters away from her house, and then she has to walk down, and it's like a very small
gully.
back alley kind of. It's very dimly lit. So while passing those 20 meters or 200 meters, becomes like a big fearsome
Fearsome.
walk for her, that okay, let me just go to my house. So maybe also you know to places which are easily accessible by your cabs
Cabs
and
and
stuff.
yeah. So that's what is the last mile connectivity, right? That is very important for you to gauge or understand in which locality you are living.
Yeah.
If it should be a residential area, now
Yeah.
आपको ये भी देख सकते हो कि वहाँ पे सारे owners रहते हैं कि tenants रहते हैं,
Oh.
because the association that an owner has with that place,
Yes.
the sense of belonging
Yes.
is very different. If it
Yes.
is all like with tenants, the migrants and coming there, staying there and going, no, they don't get that sense of belonging.
Correct.
And that sense of safety, or that
It's
place
compromised.
maintenance is also compromised.
Yeah.
सारे टेनेंट्स रहते तो ओनर्स उसमें इन्वेस्ट नहीं करते, टेनेंट्स को पड़ी नहीं होती कि मतलब दे विल ओनली कंप्लेन, दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग द ओनर्स टू
Yeah.
टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल द इश्यूज,
Yes.
right? And it is a place
Yeah.
lived by generations of people, and the same set of people are living there. Obviously they will make the space more lively or secured, and they
All
would have
the
thought about
facilities.
it. आपका वो 2 मीटर की गली भी हो, अगर वहाँ पे जो रेसिडेंशियल कॉलोनी
Correct.
है,
Correct.
आप सबको वो
हाँ,
पुराने टाइम
yeah.
के लोग होते हैं कि दे नो कौन आ रहा है, कौन जा रहा है, दे आर लाइक सो
Correct.
समवेयर दैट इज आल्सो बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Correct.
If it's a girl staying there alone and with some friends, they're
Correct.
staying in such a area because of the cost, maybe she is living in such a
Yes.
area,
Yeah.
right? So तब देखा नहीं होगा. So yeah,
हाँ.
so last mile connectivity Uber may or may not reach there, but what kind of a community
Yes, she's staying.
staying
that
is
becomes very important.
very important.
Yeah.
And you just see ना, यहाँ पे कितने लोग किराए में रहते हैं, कितने owners है. These are very simple questions that you can check with anybody, and nobody is going to give 2 thoughts about it कि मतलब why she is asking.
Okay.
है ना, तो ऐसे पता चल जाता है. अगर वहाँ पे सारे migrants ही है and tenants ही है, so you can gauge कि okay, maybe it is like come and go kind of a thing only. So it may not be that safer space, and then you can look at the safety के लिए फिर क्या क्या
Okay.
क्या है, कैमरास है, बैरिकेड्स है, सेंसर्स है, all this thing. If it is there, then it is okay. If the place is well lit or not lit,
Got that.
help you. Guards बैठते हैं कि नहीं, तो वो आपको अपने आप पता चल जाता है.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Preeta, while concluding this whole conversation, I think I got so much of education just by talking to you. 5 things that you should not do when you are buying a flat in a building that you should not do.
Okay. 5 things. So one is like, don't go by what the broker is saying and what the scheme is available, and don't make a hasty decision. They will start off like 2 days का booking है, अभी ये pre-launch offer है, 3 days this and all that thing, and we go and just end up booking one flat.
Yeah.
Take your time, understand the project, put in a lot of effort. That initial effort matters a lot.
Okay.
Take proper advice from technically sound people like an architect,
Yeah.
so that you get a best opinion or the best subject matters expert ka feedback is there with you.
Got that.
So that is second thing. And the third thing is go by your experience and your gut feeling.
Okay.
Keep your awareness handy, and put all your senses into that space to decide something, and
So basically not.
cost will come later.
Okay.
आप पहले and don't get convinced. You get convinced, you start listening, you start observing, and then think whether this will match our condition. Observing not only the building, surroundings, the context, the people and everything, what kind of a neighborhood is going to come there, what kind of a people are living there, all these things matter. So look into all this aspect.
Yeah.
Observe, listen, go to the site, feel the place,
Yeah.
see the connectivity, see where the malls are coming, where hospitals are, where schools are. So after that, then go for a discussion and do the pricing, and you can bargain better.
Got that.
If you see, right, no, sometimes they will say कि मतलब low rise का ये है, मिडिल का एक प्राइस है, ये व्यू ये है. So अगर आपको थोड़ा ओरिएंटेशन एंड इसमें आपने देखा होगा तो यू नो वेयर इट इज, यू नो स्मॉल स्मॉल टिप्स आपके पास होगा, आप नेगोशिएट बेटर कर सकते हो.
And as you said, maybe a high-rise flat is better than a low-rise,
Low-rise,
even if
yeah.
that is more expensive.
Yeah.
The high-rise might be better because there is more
But
sunlight.
generally they put more price for the high rise because view रहता है, pollution कम है,
But
वैसे
even the low-rise also, the first floor also are very, very
expensive. Yeah, some places they will be because of the demography who tries to take it. So in Delhi and all, like you know, many people like जो पहले कोठी and इसमें रहते थे, they don't like the experience of high rise because it's a more scary thing.
Okay.
But if it is like expats or somebody younger crowd, they want to stay
Got that.
higher floors. So parent and you know elderly people, they will like to stay more like you know G+5 is the maximum they prefer to stay. And but then who are like you know very traveled a lot, stayed in apartments, you know,
They don't mind.
going higher, and so it depends on the mindsets also. So pricing depend on the when you know the user group, you know your demography to whom you are selling. According to that, the price is also
Got
made. So that's what the people should be very much aware of what they are looking for.
Yeah.
They should not, मतलब आपके पास क्लियर गाइडेंस होना चाहिए कि लिस्ट होना चाहिए आप क्या देख रहे हो. डोंट गो जस्ट विद द इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पस.
Yeah.
यू नो आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट डबल होगा अगर आप एक अच्छे प्रॉपर्टी कॉन्शियसली बाइंग के पर्पस से, मतलब गो विद द फीलिंग लाइक नो आई एम द एंड यूजर.
Yeah, got that. Yeah, not just as investment.
मेरे पास पैसे है, मैं हाँ कर दूंगा, बेचने के लिए एक कर दो, अब वो भी करोगे तब. बिकॉज इफ we as a user are conscious about what we are purchasing,
Yeah.
that supply is also going to get better. Builders
Yes.
are also going to take these factors into the consideration
Correct.
and put in that effort to
Correct.
give you a better livable environment.
Got that. Got that. So, and towards the end section, I want to ask you if you can again summarize why Vastu is not always applicable in modern buildings.
Yeah, because Vastu is something very traditional concept, and it is well researched, it has been well studied. It takes like you know now architecture courses for 5 years, Vastu courses if you do it is for 7 years. It is practically experienced and designed and evolved concept which over a period of time has like you know totally what do you call disintegrated.
Okay.
Not all the concepts. So मतलब उसमें astronomy भी है, उसमें numerology भी है, उसमें arrangements भी है, you know measurements unit system से लेके सब कुछ है.
But अभी वो applicable क्यों नहीं है? आज की
अभी
buildings
अभी
में?
उसको हमने modify नहीं किया है.
Yeah.
वो जो concepts था उसको we need to
You can give those things that okay, imagine if there is a building. So because this is an end section, so you
Yeah.
can bring in that
okay.
that whole idea that imagine Gaurav this, so you can build your life.
Yeah. So imagine Gaurav, like earlier it used to be a plot and then independently you are building something which is like you know from the earth you start building. So building has to be on the ground.
Correct.
Was the concept. Now we go with the stilt and high rise and everything. There are multiple floors, so there the foresight open and all these concepts used to be there. हम high rise भी जाते थे वास्तु में भी, like temple designs and everything, like you know tall buildings, but there is a other science that is behind that, the materials that we use.
Mm-hmm.
You know we use locally available material, we do lot of you know available that is on the site में available and things like that was there, and उसका technique, उसका construction mechanisms and all this was there in place during that time. Now what we are doing is we have just modernized everything. Our materials are all artificial. It is like you know concrete and prefab and steel, glass. So there is उसी में loss हो गया, right?
Yeah.
So that connect is not there. And then the buildings are like you know stacked together, placed together. So what works for one is not working for another. Vastu is also based on that you know inhabitants quality. You know your energy is matches with that environment. So it is all about energy only.
Got it.
So you design based on certain energies and that matches with the occupants energy, so that positiveness stays in that space. Now when we are building here, it is like all different set of people coming there, living there. How is that same typology or that kind of an arrangement works for everyone?
Oh God, that.
आप बोलते हो कि ये वास्तु कंप्लेंट है, एक ही फ्लोर, एक ही यूनिट को आप स्टडी कर दो, somebody is going through a massive problem, someone will be flourishing.
Yes.
तो अब आप किसको ब्लेम करोगे? ओ मैंने तो वास्तु देख के क्या था कि मेरा तो लाइफ इतना
Yeah.
बुरा क्यों हो रहा
Got
है?
that. Yeah.
मतलब we just start फिर then all this remedial and everything. It is nothing. It's all like scientifically proven thing that was followed then, but now it is like सब astrology हो गया है. Everything is we are taken only bits and pieces of that, which is easy for us to understand at present.
Yes.
We have not done that overall research, or we have not amalgamated the whole information into today's present system. How do we, so somebody does that and come up with some design principles or like new technology, because technology has also changed.
Yeah.
So once you have to, get into a balance between all these factors, once that is achieved, I think it will be more applicable. Like, what are the factors? Now, अब वहाँ पे तो आप बोलते हो कि इतना लैंड खाली छोड़ के आपने ऐसे घर बनाना है, आपके ईस्ट में ये होना चाहिए, आपने ये ट्रीज प्लान करना चाहिए, यहाँ पे ये वाटर बॉडी होगा, ये अभी तो हम नहीं कर सकते हैं ना, हमारे पास उतना एरिया ही नहीं है.
वो तो सेम प्रिंसिपल फिर कैसे
करोगे ना, तो फिर क्या एप्लीकेबल होगा? तो एसेंस ऑफ इट, व्हाट वाज द इंटेंट बिहाइंड इट, what was the purpose for doing it in that way needs to be taken up, that idea or that principles, that system, and how we can incorporate in today's this high density people के needs के लिए कैसे cater कर सकते हैं, इसको हमें modify करना पड़ेगा, and to what extent and how needs to be researched and deliberated on and then applied, not blindly we follow one thing and okay ये कर दिया. अब ये सब different लोगों के पास है.
Yeah. So, ma'am, since you are an architect and an urban planner, so you can see why that whole Vastu Shastra is not applicable to houses, because you're seeing from a larger perspective that it's not an individual house anymore, and the interaction of that house with the space around is not the same. Because there is another house next to it.
Another building is
another
there.
building is a taller building next to it, so you'll never
commercial
see the sun.
complex आ गया, office आ गया.
So you'll never. So the same principles are not going to work. So in this case, if people want to connect with you, I mean, what is the way to connect with you if somebody wants?
Oh yeah, so they can reach out to me. I can give my number and
so
email ID to you, so you can share with the audience if they are interested to reach out to me to get the advice. I'm more than happy to help, because my intent is also to improve the quality of life of people and people to take very conscious decisions, informed decisions while buying the property, because there is no point we sitting and cribbing कि मतलब आजकल तो builders कुछ भी बना के बेच देते हैं. We need to have that awareness, and it is once you start demanding, the supply will automatically improve. We are just whatever is available in the market, we just go and buy that. So why would anyone make a change in their thoughts or in मतलब जो बिक रहा है तो वही बेचेंगे ना.
Correct.
हम ही लोग खरीद रहे हैं.
Without any demands, without any education, we are just buying.
We are just saying कि अच्छा इस प्राइस से ये मिल रहा है, इसका है, यहाँ पे जल्दी बुक कर लेते हैं. हमें बस फ्लैट चाहिए, इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पस के लिए है. So many people have money, they don't know what to do with it. Okay, invest कर लेते हैं.
So
I'll send my number.
I think we can have this conversation for more longer, but right now I want to conclude and want to thank you for
welcome. Thank you.
Giving all these very precious information, very technical information about why people act very stupidly when they are buying houses or renting houses, and applying some very disintegrated information of Vastu with their houses and still not getting the same experience that they should have. So that was Dr. Preeta, and I think with today's podcast, most of you got to know that buying a house is a science, and you should be more aware of what are the current scenarios, what are the current situations, and how you can evaluate when you are buying a house. And we would be shooting more videos on understanding the basic science of buying a house. And since till then, thank you so much, Dr. Preeta.
Welcome. Thank you. And my email
Yeah, I'm
ID
going
and
to put that into the description.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye. See
Bye.
you.